Om Shanti. Very good evening to each one of you, and warm welcome to this experiential meditation session. Is there anyone who is here for the very first time? Okay, they are for the first time. Welcome. So, this session is around 45 minutes. We begin with the explanation of the topic and then followed by guided meditation commentary on the same topic. Also, we do have हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन एट द सेम टाइम. जिनको हिंदी में चाहिए, इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आता है, तो जूम में इंटरप्रिटेशन का ऑप्शन है. आप वो ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट कीजिए, आप हिंदी में सुन सकते हैं. Okay, so let's start with today's topic. What is today's topic? Yes, flying with your wings. So do you all want to fly, or you are already flying? You are an angel, so sweet. Yeah, angels are always flying. That's true. So, our final destiny is to become an angel, fly around and help around like an angel, right? Yes, very true. But I believe right now, somewhere we are not able to fly all the time, right? One word that comes is always. So let's ask this question to the self, that am I able to fly all the time or sometime? What comes to you first? Always or sometime? Sometime, right? We all agree to that sometime. And we want to go to the always. So we are going to change sometime to always. That is going to be our journey, right? So let's begin. For the beginning, I will say, for a minute, all of you close your eyes. And in this 1 minute, I want to think about the time when lastly you felt that I was free. Not as in vacation time that I had that I was free, or not that I didn't have someone to talk with me, because of that I was free. What was the time and what was the reason that I felt free? Think of it. Did you get your answer? What do you think? When you felt that you were free?
I felt free, like, when the usually day ends, like, when you are done having dinner and all the foods are done in last 1 hour before you go to bed, that time I felt kind of free.
When everything for the day was done and I'm about to go to bed, I felt I'm free. Okay, anyone else? Yes. When I was a very young kid, very true. Because when become a child, we don't have any responsibility to take care and we are completely free, right? But now what happened? We have some kind of burdens with us which is not allowing us to be free, right? How many of you have seen helium balloon? Everyone? Now, if I hold a helium balloon, say for example, right now I have a helium balloon with me and I leave the thread of the balloon, what will happen? It will fly, right? And now, if I tie a stone to that thread, will that balloon will fly? No. Why the balloon won't fly? It's the same helium balloon, right? But as soon as I tied a stone to it, it just remains here. Why so? What makes that balloon fly? The helium within it makes it fly. But when I tie, that gives extra weightage to the balloon, which doesn't allow it to fly. Same way, our life is like that, a balloon filled with the helium. But when we tie our balloon with something extra, we be just here, right? Now I'm going to show you one image. Palak bhai, can I have an image on the screen, please? Do you see the image? What is there in the image? Angels, would you like to come in the front? Can you see it from the back? Come in the front. Yeah. Thank you. So, what do you see in the image? Cage is there. What else is there? Sparrow is there. What else is there? There is a sparrow. There is a cage. What is else? Candle is there. What else is there? Feather is there. What else is there? Mirror is there. What else you can see in this? See it carefully. There is something extra there in the picture. Door. But what's the door is open or closed? The door is holding. The door is open. The bird is holding that one. Very good. Nice. Bar. Bird is holding the bar. Right. Okay. Now what we are going to do is everyone close your eyes for a minute and imagine that you are in a beautiful, comfortable golden cage. And the cage has a door. The door is open. And I am that bird inside that cage wants to fly out. But I'm not able to fly. I'm not able to come out of the cage. Talk to yourself and see why I am not able to fly out. I don't know the world outside. Okay. I'm scared, right? It's not usual to me, right? There is a fear. Maybe some past experience which is telling me that if I go here, I may not be able to. There's a fear. Maybe I will fail, right? There might be a competition which is pulling me back, right? So, what is happening in this process? Everything is within me. Either fear, it is either past experience, either competition, either comparison. Everything is inside me. And what it is doing? It is holding like this, as a bird holding it. So, even though the door is open, but I am still holding the door and I am not able to fly. Right? Anyone on the Zoom have any other answer from this? What do you think? Why the bird is not able to fly? You can unmute and answer.
Not
Maybe
feeling
I just don't
confident.
want to get out.
I don't want to get out, right?
And
Yeah.
not feeling confident.
Not feeling confident, right? Yeah. Sometimes we lose the confidence and we think that I don't know where I will go. Will I miss my route? Where I'll go, right? So I don't have confidence, and that is why we are not able to come out of the cage. And the cage is nothing, this golden cage is my own life that I have created around me. And based on my thinking, based on my belief system, what happened? I started holding that branch that I don't want to go anywhere. If I'll go, maybe I will fail. Maybe I'll be criticized. Maybe somebody will insult me. Maybe somebody will try to pull me down. Maybe I may not be able to achieve what I want. So, what happened in all the scenario, even the cage was very beautiful. It is a golden cage, right? It is very comfortable, but still, I'm not able to come out of it, right? What else you see is a feather, right? Have you ever touched feather? How light it is. Very light, right? Consider that you are holding a feather right now in your hand. How do you feel? Just one feather. Very light, very soft, right? But can the feather allow me to fly? Or for a bird, one feather will help. For the bird to fly needs a wing, and the wings are made of feathers, right? So, feather is nothing but one positive thought you can consider, or one positive action you can consider, or one positive moment you can consider, or a one day of effort of meditation, right? But with that one just action, will I be able to fly? No, right? I need to have the bunch of feathers with me, meaning consistently practicing something, consistently having the action of kindness, consistently practicing meditation, right? That consistency which will bring to the always word from some time to always, that needs a consistency of doing anything, right? Then only the feathers all will come together and I would be able to have that flying experience, right? Now, since we know that we have the feather, and feathers I can consider as my inner potential, right? My qualities. As a being, I am loveful, I am peaceful, I am happy. But am I really using my those individual feathers? Or it is just lying in the cage, right? So this is what I need to use on a daily basis. And how do I use it? See, birds never stop flying, right? They keep flying from one place to another place, no matter what is a weather, no matter what is a place, no matter what is a time. And very important thing, have we ever seen birds comparing themselves? Anytime did we see that eagle wants to become peacock and peacock wants to become an eagle? No, they enjoy their own journey, right? They like what they are as. So a story comes back to me as a bird. Do I like myself as I am? Ask this question. Take a minute to yourself and ask, do I love myself more than anyone else? And if I love, what did I find in myself that made me love myself more than anyone else? What do you think, angels? Do you like yourself more than anyone else? Wow, that's so great. What did you find in yourself? Something special, right? That no one has. God has gifted you with some speciality. That you are special, that no one else has, right? So that is my special feather that I have to keep adding to make my wings to fly, right? So one thing, using that speciality on a daily basis as a consistency, then it helps me, right? The third object what we see in this is mirror, right? What does mirror do?
Show the own image.
Sorry?
Show the own image.
Show the own image, right, right, right. But in this today's world, we have different types of mirrors. One mirror is the real mirror, which is very clear and transparent, will show you the self as is, right? Even it will show you the very small particles. If there is small change on the face also, something is going on, it will show you. And there are few mirrors. If you go in front of that mirror, even if you are thin, it will show you fat, or vice versa, right? But the main aim of the mirror is to show the self, right? To see myself in the mirror. So, how many of you daily see yourself in the mirror before you leave home? Everyone, right? Nobody will say that without looking into the mirror, I'll go because I want to see myself the best, right? I'm looking fine. Did I dress up well? Is anything missing, right? We will always check, right? But that beauty is all about beautifying my body, right? Here in Brahma Kumaris, when I came, the very first day I learned very important lesson, and the lesson of knowing myself. Who am I? Who am I truly? Do I know myself? Who am I? If I'll ask you, how would you introduce yourself? Yes, sister. I'm asking mom. You will say your name. What else? What you do, right? What else? Your mom, right? So you will introduce by your name, what you do, where do you live, what do you do, what's like all relationship and all. But does that introduction of myself remains all the time with me? Or is there something beyond that? There is definitely something beyond that in that introduction which is missing. And that introduction is my true introduction, which remains all the time, right? And that introduction is nothing but knowing the self as a spirit, a being, a point of light, a energy, which is making this body move, right? That is my true introduction. But again, the being which is there in the body, which is making the body move, has its own speciality, the quality that we were talking about, love, peace, and all that. So, have I ever checked in the mirror that am I doing right? Am I experiencing peace? Am I experiencing happiness? Am I experiencing love? Or am I missing something? Right? Or in the mirror, I see black dots in me. What are those dots? The dots are nothing but the weaknesses that I have within me, or the bad habits that I have within me, which is pulling the bird down instead of flying up above, right? Sometimes we hold on to something which just doesn't allow me to fly, right? For example, one of the bad habit of getting irritated, right? Anything is happening, I'm getting irritated, which is beyond what I was supposed to be doing it. And that is what is not allowing me to fly, right? If I am happy, that means I'm light and I can fly. But if I'm not happy, what is pulling me back is something that is within me, which is negative habits, or in Hindi we call sanskar or impressions. Those are pulling me back from my original quality. And that is what is not allowing me to fly, go beyond the boundaries, right? Right? And you see, there are few people whom we meet. When we meet, we as soon as we see them, our face becomes cheerful, smiling, happy. And there are few people, as soon as we see, we feel like, okay, let me come out of the room. You see the difference? Why this is happening? Because based on my own qualities, I am creating my own personality, and wherever I go, I take my personality with me. Right? When I meet people, I carry that personality. I create the vibrations around me based out of that. Right? And that is why we need to keep looking into mirror to correct myself. Is the mirror showing me any dots or is the mirror showing me a clear picture? Does it make sense? Right? And finally, we see the candle over there. What does candle signify here? Yes,
The light.
the light, right? What does this light mean to me? Think, think. There is a good connection of this light. You know, Diwali, hope,
Light in
very
the
good.
nice.
Light is a hope, very nice, very good, good connection. Yes, to fly, we need to have a hope. If we become a hopeless, we cannot fly. But at the same time, let me give you an example of a mobile phone, right? I have so many applications in my mobile phone, but when can I use those applications? When phone has a battery, right? If the phone battery dies, can I make a phone call? The basic function of the mobile itself won't work, right? So that means for the phone to work, I have to make sure the battery has been charged all the time. Same way, for the bird to fly, the bird needs to have the energy, right? Wings are there, but it needs to be used. If I forget, can I use it? No, right? There was a very nice story. I think many of you must have heard it. This is from our childhood, and the story goes like this. One time, what happened is eagle's egg went into chicken's area, and then the eagle who gave birth went away somewhere else, and now the eagle has come out of the egg. But since that eagle was surrounded by chicken, it never knew it that I can fly. Whatever the chickens were eating, it started eating. The way they were walking, it started walking. All the behavior was like that. And one fine day, another eagle comes into that group. And this one see the eagle asking the friends around it, who is that? They say it's a eagle. That can fly, can't we fly? But this one was always thinking I am chicken, not an eagle. So even though had the wings, cannot use the wing. Same way, what is happening with us? That we have forgotten to use our original wings that we have. We have forgotten to use our original qualities that we have. Now what we have to do? Bring back that into the awareness that I do have the wings. Now what are the wings that I have? Should know, right? Do we have any wings and what are the wings if we have?
So basically, these are our soul's different qualities.
Qualities, spirituality, right? I can say the wings of zeal and enthusiasm, right? When I have the wings of zeal and enthusiasm, I can do anything, anytime, right? I can fly. The wings of knowledge and meditation. When I have the true knowledge, I can use the knowledge, apply the knowledge, bring it into awareness, and then through that knowledge, I can connect to myself or I can find my inner world, and then I can connect myself to the highest authority, the powerhouse. As I was giving the example of mobile, that the mobile has to be charged all the time to make use of it, right? If we don't charge it, mobile is of no use. Same way, if I have to fly, I need the energy, I need the wings. So, from where I'm going to get the energy? From the highest authority, the Supreme Soul. So that's where when I keep connected and light signifies the candle signifies that I have to keep connecting my light to the Supreme to fly. Does it make sense now? Then only, even though the doors are open for the cage, bird can only fly when the feathers are together, when the bird looks into the mirror to know the true self and connect to the Supreme, then only can fly, come out of the cage, right? Do you all believe in it? What do you think? So, I want you to do one quick exercise. Palak bhai, can we reduce the light in the room for a few minutes? And I want you to look around in the room in the silence and look for the wings in the room. Zoom people can look on the Zoom to each other. Okay, we can have light back. Did you find the wings? Anyone having the wings in the room? Yes or no? Might be surprised what the question I'm asking here, right? Though all the human beings are sitting, and how come we have the wings? But you know, I saw everyone having the wings here, and those wings are invisible. For someone, the wings are folded. For someone, the wings are budded. For someone, the wings are getting prepared. For someone, the wings are trying to fly. What does that mean to me? Each and every one here has the wings, but we have either forgotten or we do not have the awareness of it. So, today, what we are going to do, and also, I see few are borrowing the wings. Do you know people do borrow the wings? Okay. I'm going to ask you few sentences. You just tell that if you feel yes about it, just say yes, and no, then say no. I feel happy when people appreciate me. How many of you think yes for this? Yes, yes. I feel comfortable if people listen to me. I am happy when I'm earning more money. I am very comfortable when I am with my family members. Nobody has no answer to it. Why so? See, I'll tell you why I asked this. Because, in a way, my happiness, my comfort, everything right now depends on others. You saw what I asked? I said I will be happy when others are appreciating. I'll be happy when I'm earning more money. So, what happened? I'm going to be happy if anything outside is going to trigger to me. That means what I'm doing? I'm borrowing my wings from others. Right? But I want today, before you step out of the classroom, you will stop borrowing your wings, but you will open up your wings and you will fly by yourself. And try practicing that. So now we'll begin with the meditation, and in that we will see how we are flying. And also, I was just reading through and came across one nice example about this thing is, how many of you know the butterfly journey? Does anyone know? Angel, you must have studied in the school. Butterfly coming out of cocoon, no? You don't know? Oh, okay. But what happens? The butterfly never be butterfly when it is born. There is a complete journey from an egg to cocoon to coming out of it. And when the butterfly comes out of the cocoon, It comes out by itself by having the struggle inside the cocoon, and that struggle generates the fluid, and that fluid gives the strength to the wing to come out. Right? But one time scientists did an experiment, and what experiment scientists did it, they said, let's cut the cocoon and see if the butterfly comes out. They cut the cocoon, but what happened? Butterfly did come out with the wings but couldn't fly. Why? Because the fluid that needs for that wing to fly couldn't generate, and that has to be generated by its struggle. And now comes back to our own life. We think our life should be very smooth, no struggle in the life, then I'm fine. But sometimes we do pray that all the struggle should go away, but we don't know the prayer that we are doing for the struggle to go away is actually strengthening myself, which actually strengthening my inner strength. It is strengthening my wings to fly, right? So never ever complain or step back when you come across a difficult challenge. Actually, this is very good that I have seen and I have learned from this different situation is when the different situation, the difficult challenge came in the life, it allowed me to grow more and more and become stronger and stronger. That made the wings more stronger. So going forward, if anything comes, say to the self, oh, welcome. I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to find something new within me, which will make me more stronger, right? And that connects to an example back in India. I don't know, this little angel might not have seen that, but we who have grew up in India must know this thing that when that matka, the one which is come out, the water one, how do they make it? Or forget about all that. The idols are made, right? That is by hammering the stone, right? The stone was very simple, but when that person comes and hammers it, gives different shapes, the idols comes out. And when the idols are ready, it looks so beautiful. And they then go in the temple. They are placed in the temple for the worship. Without the hammer, would that stone be put in the temple for the prayer? No. So I am that stone who is going to become that idol tomorrow. So the situations that are coming in my life is like a hammer to the stone for next thing that is going to come out, right? That will make my wings strong so that I can fly anytime, anywhere, right? Then I will not have the restriction of time, place, anything, right? So let's do a small meditation to conclude the topic, and afterwards I'll open up for questions if you have anything. Okay. Om Shanti. For some time, whatever you have in your hands, just put it aside. Sit straight. And now, in your mind, create a beautiful picture. The picture of a beautiful golden cage. And I am in that golden cage, very comfortable. And I see the door of the cage is open. Slowly, I step out of it. And as I step out, I see a beautiful morning. The sun is just coming up, and his rays are reaching. And as I walk, I walk barefoot. I could feel the grass underneath. Nice breeze and a bird chirping. Varieties of birds around me. Each one is unique. No one is complaining. No one is thinking about the past or worried about the future. But just enjoying their own song. So I too, the being, enjoying my original quality. I am a peaceful being. I am a loving being. I am a happy being. Now, I just turn around and look at the cage again. I see the different bars of the cage. Each bar has something written on it. It says, approvals from others, competition, fear, and as I go back to my original awareness, all the bars start disappearing. This is not me. I don't have to hold on to any of this. I have my own wings. And as I bring that awareness, I could feel from my shoulders that the wings are coming out. Wings of zeal and enthusiasm. wings of love and happiness, wings of wisdom and maturity. I feel so light about it. Feel like I'm ready to fly. And as I was moving around, I see the light coming from the top, a glowing sun is nothing but my Almighty Father, radiating the rays of love and peace on me, making my wings more and more stronger. And as I go closer, he whispers, "My child, you're born with wings. You're capable to fly." As I hear this voice, my heart starts filling up with the love and strength. Just get lost in the Supreme's love. Absorb that energy. Now, I just turn around and look. I see so many angels around me with their wings. First few, the wings are folded. For few, wings are buried. I send them lot of good wishes, love, so that they can also open up their wings and fly. Let me spread my wings and fly. Fly around the globe and spread this love of the Supreme. Send the good wishes to the all in this world. I see one beautiful family one world as one big family, united by love, guided by the Supreme. Now, with this great awareness that I have these wings with which I am free to fly anywhere, wherever I go, whatever I do, I'll bring this awareness that I am a flying angel who has the wings, not the one who is holding the branch, who is in the golden cage. But now I am free. I have my own wings. No more borrowing. I strengthen my own wings by the Supreme's love. Now, I want everyone to open your arms like a wings and feel that now I have my invisible wings with which I can fly. The wings of enthusiasm, the wings of faith over fear, no judgment but acceptance. Feel it that now I'm ready to fly. Fly with these invisible wings. You may put down your hands now. Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
It's very beautiful topic.
It's beautiful.
Really good topic.
Did you enjoy? It's helpful, right?
It's very helpful.
So now we have to fly, right? We look for the angels, but let me be the angel for someone, right? Okay. If anyone has any question, otherwise we conclude here.
Thank you so much. It was very beautiful topic and explained so nicely.
Thank you. So just to let you know that this Sunday 6:30 to 7:30 we have immersive meditation again here. Every Sunday it happens and it's in person. And also Monday to Friday we have midday meditation 12 to 12:15 only on Zoom. So if you want more information, we can provide you, but that is also very helpful. Just 15 minutes, come out of your work and see that. It really helps. Okay. Om Shanti. Thank you everyone for joining and coming in person. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sister.